Stephen stared at the endless horizon, lips cracked, skin scorched by days of unforgiving sun. He clutched a soaked journal, whispering, "Day 42, I should be dead." His raft bobbed like a forgotten cork in the vast Atlantic. Sharks circled. His eyes, hollow yet burning with willpower, searched the skies. No planes, just the sea, the silence, and the question. How did I get here? 6 weeks earlier, Stephen Callahan had set sail from the Canary Islands. His boat, Napoleon Solo, was his pride, handcrafted and seaworthy. The sky was clear, and he felt unstoppable. With charts in hand and dreams in his heart, he sailed toward Antigua. The first days were peaceful, even joyful. He cooked, read, and watched dolphins race beside the hull. He didn't know a monster was waiting in the deep. On the 7th night, a loud crash jolted him awake. Something had slammed the hull, hard. Water gushed in through the bottom. He grayed a flashlight and saw the cabin filling fast. With no time to panic, he activated his emergency raft. The boat was sinking beneath him. He leapt into the black ocean night with nothing but survival gear and fear. The raft was 6 feet wide, half inflated and sticky from the emergency sealant. Stephen clung to it like a lifeline. He salvaged whatever he could: fishing gear, a solar still, and a spear gun. The ocean stretched infinitely in every direction. He was 800 miles from land, and nobody knew he was missing yet. He began counting days with a piece of string. Day 1 tasted like salt water and dread. Stephen fired a flare on day 3 when a plane passed overhead. They didn't see him. He waved frantically, screamed himself hoarse, but the plane flew on. Hope slipped further away with each fading trail of smoke. He began hallucinating rescue boats and hearing phantom voices. His name was never broadcast. No one was searching for him. His emergency rations were gone within 2 weeks. Fish became his lifeline. With a broken spear tip, he learned to hunt mahi-mahi and flying fish. He ate them raw, eyes watering from the taste. Saltwater ulcers covered his tongue. He collected rainwater in torn plastic and sipped slowly. Starving became normal. The fish brought company, sharks. Every splash triggered fear. Some were curious, others rammed the raft violently. One night, he stabbed a shark that punctured a chamber. The raft sagged dangerously after the attack. Stephen spent that night bailing water, praying it wouldn't deflate. Sleep was not an option. A hurricane formed overnight. Winds tossed the raft like a toy. Rain lashed his skin, cutting like glass. He tied himself to the raft with wet rope. Lightning lit up the sky, revealing massive waves towering over him. One flipped the raft entirely. Stephen clawed his way back in, screaming into the wind. He was 30 pounds lighter by day 30. His legs were cramping, feet bleeding, and eyes sunken. Still, he strategized every move. He patched holes with duct tape, monitored the sun's position to navigate. His mind refused to break, even when his body screamed for relief. He imagined conversations with his parents and friends to stay sane. Loneliness gnawed deeper than hunger. He saw land twice. Both times it was a mirage. His heart soared and crashed within minutes. He nearly paddled toward a cloud that looked like a mountain. Desperation twisted reality. He began to write letters in his journal in case he didn't make it. "Tell my family, I fought." A deep blister on his ankle turned black. The skin peeled and pus oozed in the heat. Stephen feared it would turn septic. He cleaned it with salt water and sun-dried bandages. Pain became his new companion, but he still speared fish with a limp leg. He refused to rot away. The raft began to deflate permanently. He was losing air faster than he could patch. Every hour he pumped manually to stay afloat. Salt water soaked his sleeping bag. He floated half in, half out of the sea. Jellyfish stings marked his back. Still, he whispered, "Not yet." A cargo ship passed by. He stood up, waving both arms and screaming. They didn't stop. Stephen fell to his knees, sobbing. He watched his last hope disappear into the horizon. That night he didn't eat, only cried. The winds shifted slightly. He noticed the color of the water changing, shallower. Birds began to appear in the sky. It smelled like life. Palm trees peaked on the edge of the horizon. His heart raced. "Please, be real," he whispered. Local fishermen noticed something odd. A floating orange blob. They approached cautiously. Inside, they found a skeletal man holding a journal and a fishing spear. Stephen tried to smile. He whispered, "I'm alive." They pulled him aboard, stunned by his condition. He had drifted over 1,800 miles. Doctors couldn't believe it. He was malnourished, sunburned, and had multiple infections. Yet he was alert and coherent. He spoke slowly but clearly about his experience. Journalists called him the miracle man of the sea. He wrote a book titled Adrift. The world listened in awe. Stephen never stopped sailing, but he never went out unprepared again. He became a motivational speaker. He spoke about grit, fear, and the will to live. Schools, explorers, and survivalists studied his case. He always ended with one quote, "You're only as lost as your will to be found." Years later, he returned to the spot he first launched from. Same waters, same sun, but now peace in his heart. He dropped a note into a bottle and let it drift. It read, "To the ocean that tried to kill me, thank you for teaching me how to live." And he walked away, smiling.